Hi, this is Muertero Chris, and welcome to the Guard Owl. Today we're going to be doing the tarot card reading for the sign of Gemini for the month of November 2020. I went ahead and pre-shuffled the cards, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Silence I ask of the Holy Kindred, sons and daughters of La Santísima Muerte, high and low. At your waist, fallen mother, I will relay the things unspoken of, forgotten and kept in secret. Heat and cold, as I walk through this home, a far scene which rise in tarot. Alright, let's see what we got here. So here we have Justice in the reverse. This is your crowning card for the entire month of November 2020. The Hangman. The Hermit in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. The Chariot. And the Empress. Okay, this is your crowning line. Alright, below your crowning cards we have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands in reverse. Alright, Gemini. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so first off, starting with the Justice card in the reverse position. A little sense of injustices, certain vibes with some Geminis, either being unjust to others or others being unjust to you. For some of you, having to go through some unjust situations. So let's go ahead and move forward into the Hangman, crowning the Eight of Cups. So definitely within the family line with this Hangman, and crowning this Eight of Cups, you know, this is talking a little bit more about moving forward, having to move on. But for some of you Geminis out there, having to move on pretty much from scratch, having to leave behind, I'm getting the sense of certain like new beginnings, and some of it not going too well for some of you Geminis. For some of you Geminis, it may be you entered a new work situation, you know, and it's supposed to have helped, you know, bring income into the family, into the home unit. But then with COVID-19 happening, it kind of crashed down. And so with this Hangman, it really kind of just left you, as a hangman is positioned, hanging. And so basically trying to figure out in your mind, you know, how are you going to make ends meet? How are you going to do things? And it's just really not working out for you so much in the sense of theory and thought. However, with this Eight of Cups, you already have started a move forward. You already have one foot into the door, as you can see right there with the Eight of Cups, with that right foot going into the door. It's really not something, it's really not the way you want to do it, it seems. It almost feels like you're having to push yourself right after already having to push yourself to make a new beginning in some certain type of way, and it just didn't work out, whether it was in a new occupation, a new job, a new home, and so here you are having to move forward. Man, it just feels really, really heavy. I really feel for you Geminis. I know how it can be. I'm a Gemini myself. So for us Geminis, that heaviness, that burdensome heaviness that looms over a Gemini's shoulder, it really throws a Gemini out of whack and definitely throws them into a hermit mode. Speaking of which, moving forward with this Hermit in the reverse position, see Gemini, you're very much the talkative type person. You're very extroverted. You have things coming and going through the mind. You have lots of ideas. You're very, very creative. And in some cases, you can be the center of attention. or know how to get somebody else to be the center of attention. You know how to get somebody that is an introverted person out of that shell and be an extroverted person, so to speak, the hermit here. But with this Three of Wands, in retrospect, for you, with this whole situation that started with the Hangman and the Eight of Cups, it kind of threw you into the hermit mode, but you're trying to fight out of it. You're trying to fight your way out of this hermit mode, which is why I see it in the reverse form. And then here with the Three of Wands coming forward in the social line of things, really having to stand on your own, stand your own ground, but looking in front of you and seeing what ships sail towards you, seeing what your options are, and really looking out for your options. And you have plenty of them coming to you. You know, ships carry lots of cargo. They can carry a lot of weight with it too. So you have to be really picky, choosy. You really have to pay attention to what you're doing in the month of December, Gemini, okay? Moving forward, we have the High Priestess, and it's looming over the Six of Wands. This High Priestess, however, is in the reverse position. So with this High Priestess in the reverse position, looming over the Six of Wands, really just trying to, I'm getting the sense of really just trying to, for some of you Geminis, just trying to really focus and hone in on yourself and trying to stand on your own in many different ideas, situations, all the ideals that you have running through your mind, and not a whole lot of room for spirituality, which is where this High Priestess comes into play. And for Geminis, a lot of you Geminis, spirituality plays an integral role for a lot of Geminis out there, because of the way the Gemini mind is, the way the Gemini personality is. Definitely utilizes the masculine and the feminine sides of the brain. The Gemini sign definitely, exudes this, it amplifies this kind of vibration, this trippy kind of frequency with Geminis. And I know as a Gemini, but I've met other Geminis, and I've studied other Geminis when I'm around them to see what they're like, and I kind of try to figure out if I'm anything like that. And some of you Geminis, I mean, by far Geminis really use both sides of the brains, both, definitely the masculine and the feminine combined together. But in this situation, for the month of December, I'm sorry, for the month of November, I'm thinking I have December already. Looming over the Six of Wands, just really trying to do things on your own and trying not to pay attention to everything that's going on around you. And so because of this, it's kind of stalled your spirituality a bit. And so it does kind of worry me as a reader for some of you Geminis, because the Gemini soul has to be fed spiritually. I'm not saying religiously, but definitely spiritually, the Gemini soul has to be fed. So for some of you Geminis out there, if you're noticing right now at this point in the reading, hey, I've noticed, I'm not really that spiritual as I was before. I've kind of slacked on this, and I am focusing a little too much on all this other stuff. Now is a good time to kind of indulge in the spirituality. Take a deep breath. It's okay to put everything down, but still keep to yourself. As the extrovert that you are, you're kind of having to be the introvert, and it's hard for you to be the introvert because you are a Gemini. But in this case scenario, you do have to be that introverted, extroverted type Gemini in order to feed your soul, in order to get back to your spiritual practices. I don't know why I'm seeing like some of you Geminis that just really love to research things having to do with spirituality. You Geminis, those of you of that nature, that you used to really be into doing that kind of stuff, and it just kind of came to a halt, or maybe not completely, but you'll notice it slowing down. You need to try to rejuvenate that and turn that High Priestess right side up again. Even though the Six of Wands will still stand the way it does, you are that Six of Wands, horse rider right there with all these people all around you, but you're riding above them. It's not to say that you are above anybody by any means. Nobody's above anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But at this moment, you are above a lot of things going on around you because you are so focused. You're not worried about what's going on around you down below. You're keeping your chin up and you're looking up into the sky and keeping focused. With this Three of Wands, looking outward and looking at all these things coming back at you from afar. You're seeing your ship sailing in, all these options coming in at you to start over again, reversing all the way back to this Eight of Cups right here. Getting that start, moving forward to that Three of Wands, seeing those ships coming in. And then once it's on land, and then the Six of Wands here. Now getting all your options together in a bag, getting your wand, getting on that horse and riding it through. Write it all the way through. Not a care in the world for everybody that's around, that's going on. It's not to say that you don't care about people, but it's just, it's a matter of focus. You're not trying to let in any kind of obstacles or any of that kind of thing. Moving forward, we have the Chariot, and it's crowning the Five of Pentacles. So after about 3 weeks from now, from this airing of this reading, you're going to start to notice a shift in speed, okay? That's what the Chariot is all about. And this Five of Pentacles here that it's looming over, you may have to do a little bit of charity work in order to get this going, a little bit of volunteer work for some of you all. It is the season, so, get out there and do whatever you can, because, when you give, you receive back a little bit. And that has a lot to do with feeding your soul as well. You may have to push yourself to do this kind of thing for some of you Geminis, but once you finally get out there and do it, and you get back home from doing it, you will see, you will feel it. You will feel good that you went out and you did something. Okay, you did something for your fellow man. Okay, and this is another way of feeding the soul. However, don't think it's any kind of distraction. That's not what it is, because in the process of getting out there and in volunteering, you meet other types of people, and hey, you don't know, it might be a possibility that by getting out there, doing some volunteer work during the seasons right now that's going on, especially Thanksgiving coming up, you may meet people that have more doors to open up to you. So being the socialite butterfly that you are, Gemini, this is also a moment of communication. Okay, so don't loom around like this hermit, because the hermit is in the reverse. Don't become the hermit. You are a little bit of a introverted extrovert in the month of November, but that is going to start to change with the Chariot and this Five of Pentacles. So push yourself, get out there, start talking to people. You will meet people, and you will feel better about yourself. Your self-confidence will definitely start to rise back up again. And this is a part of feeding your soul, or it could be a part of feeding your soul, because like I said before, when you do for others, you feel better about it yourself. All right, moving forward, and to end the tarot card reading, we have here the Empress looming over the Two of Wands. So with this Empress, this is really good. I really like this because it's showing me right here with this Empress that by the end of November, the beginning of December, you should definitely be sitting on your throne. Okay, you should definitely be sitting on your throne because you made the right choices. Okay, you saw all your options that came in from the very beginning of November with the Three of Wands. Okay, you saw all those ships sailing in. You scaled out the pros and cons of your options. You did a lot of deep thinking, and you did it pretty quickly, especially with this Chariot right here. You did some quick thinking, and then moving forward towards the end of the month of November, come the beginning of the month of December, Gemini, with this Empress right here, definitely sitting on your throne, back to where you came from and where you were. Please excuse the siren in the background. So, the end of November, beginning of December, sitting back on your throne from whence you came, from whence you were, and this Two of Wands in the reverse. It's coming from the Three of Wands, where you're looking out there at your options flowing in, all the open doors flowing in, all that communication that you're going to be doing, trying to figure out, it's like they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know, in order to get those doors to open up for you. You're going to be doing that all through November. I would hope you do, Gemini. And in doing so, this Two of Wands in the reverse is exactly the way it's supposed to be by the end of November, beginning of December, if you play your cards wisely and you play your cards right. You will not be looking out into the ocean anymore, waiting for ships to sail in. You will be like this Empress right here that has made all the proper decisions, done every single step to the T, how you have to do it in order to get back to where you came from. So Gemini, do it to it. It's time to buckle down and get things moving and get things going. Gemini, I will see you in the month of December. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. God bless you all. And I can't wait to see what happens with you Geminis in the month of December. It's looking really good for you by the end of November. See you all later.